In the modern conflict, the most dangerous weapon isn't the one that costs the most, it's the one that costs the least. For 80 years, air power was defined by speed, altitude, and price tag. The sound of a fighter jet, a whisper of unmatched, hyper-expensive dominance. It guaranteed victory. It was untouchable. But now, listen closely to this. That sound, the whirring of 4 plastic props and cheap motors, is the sound of an entire strategic doctrine crumbling. It is the sound of the future. The $100 million jet was built to fight another jet. It was never built to fight a $5,000 Ghost. This is how a flying hobby kit outwitted the world's most advanced air forces, and why the price of war is changing forever. For generations, the global defense strategy was simple. Build it bigger, faster, and much, much more expensive. We entered the age of exquisite power. A modern fighter, like the F-15 or a later 5th-generation platform, is a masterpiece. Its cost accounts for millions in advanced radar, stealth coatings, complex supply chains, and decades of pilot training. We accepted the price because the investment bought air superiority, which meant ground victory. The logic was, one expensive jet could neutralize dozens of older platforms. But this model created a critical vulnerability: the cost-exchange ratio. If you have a $100 million jet and your enemy has a $50,000 missile, that's a lopsided trade. But modern air defenses were designed to intercept those expensive missiles. They were not designed for what came next. The revolution didn't come from a government lab or a major defense contractor. It came from a child's toy shop, a tech enthusiast's garage, and the rise of first-person view, or FPV drones. Suddenly, affordable high-definition cameras, GPS modules, and lithium-ion batteries transformed a hobby aircraft into a terrifyingly effective weapon. The jet's strength is its speed and height. It operates above the immediate chaos, targeting strategic infrastructure or other high-flying enemies. But its high altitude makes it blind to anything moving slowly on the deck. The small FPV drone, often costing less than a high-end rifle, exploits this blindness. They fly low, slow, and below the coverage of many conventional military radars, which are optimized to filter out noise, flocks of birds, or, critically, small, slow-moving plastic objects. To the radar system of an aging multi-million-dollar platform, the $5,000 drone is nothing more than digital clutter. Imagine a $100 million fighter on a sortie. It's carrying several AIM-120 AMRAAM missiles, each costing over $1 million. Its mission? High-value, strategic targets. Suddenly, intelligence detects a swarm of small, commercially made drones harassing a forward operating base. The dilemma for the jet pilot or the ground commander is agonizing. Do you divert your mission and risk a multi-million-dollar missile to destroy a target that costs less than a compact car? If you do, the enemy has already won the economic exchange. If you don't, that $5,000 Ghost can drop a small munition precisely onto a critical communications node, or worse, track and guide enemy artillery onto the jet's own forward air controllers. The drone did not need to physically destroy the jet to outwit it.
It just needed to make the jet's operation impossible. In the old paradigm, the process of finding, confirming, and striking a target, the kill chain, took hours. A drone changes this to minutes. An FPV operator, sheltered miles away, provides real-time targeting data compressed and streamed through digital networks. This new level of battlefield transparency makes high-value, slow-moving ground targets, like command trucks, air defense radar systems, and even hardened aircraft shelters, vulnerable. The $100 million jet relies on robust, intact ground infrastructure, functional radar, secure communications, clear forward targeting. When a cheap drone takes out a key ground-based radio tower or forces the jet to expend its limited, expensive payload on a decoy, the jet is tactically defeated. It is blinded, its communications are fractured, and its mission is jeopardized. The low-cost enemy has successfully imposed its will on the high-cost platform. The tactical loss is only part of the equation. The true strategic masterstroke of the drone is its ability to create an attrition trap. Consider air defense. Nations spend billions on systems like the Patriot or NASAMS, missile batteries designed to shoot down cruise missiles or enemy aircraft. These interceptor missiles cost between $1 and $4 million each. When the enemy launches dozens of cheap, slow, commercially modified drones like the Shahed 136, the air defense system is forced to react. Every time a defender launches a multi-million-dollar interceptor to destroy a $20,000 plastic and foam drone, the attacker wins a staggering 50-to-1 economic victory. The defender's limited high-value magazine is rapidly depleted, not by enemy firepower, but by economic design. This is a new form of warfare, a financially unsustainable defensive posture. The high-value jet is still powerful, but the doctrine surrounding its use, the entire ecosystem of expensive defense, is now poisoned by cost. The attacker producing drones on an industrial scale with off-the-shelf components is essentially weaponizing the defender's balance sheet. The realization has set off a frantic scramble in every major defense ministry on Earth.
The question is no longer how to shoot down the drone, but how to do it affordably. The defense industry is now pivoting to low-cost, scalable solutions. We are seeing the accelerated development of two major concepts. First, low-cost interceptors. Think of small, dedicated drone hunting drones, often FPV-based themselves, using a fraction of the budget of a traditional missile. This is drone-on-drone combat, a dogfight for the 21st century. Second, directed energy weapons, lasers and high-power microwaves. These offer a potential cost per kill of pennies, relying only on electricity, breaking the cost-exchange ratio entirely. But these technologies are still nascent, complex, and face enormous engineering hurdles. Militaries are also redefining the jet's role. The $100 million jet will still fly, but it will be relegated to high-altitude surveillance, strategic bombardment, or acting as a high-speed data node, never to risk a low-altitude sortie unless every airspace quadrant is cleared of the omnipresent, inexpensive threat. The age of the irreplaceable, exquisite asset is over. Future conflict will be won by the side that can field the most capable, cheapest, and most numerous disposable systems. The lesson of the $5,000 drone is not merely technological, it is philosophical. Military history shows that true revolutions in warfare don't always come from the most sophisticated invention, but the one that is most accessible, most easily mass-produced, and most economically brutal. We have moved from a doctrine of air superiority, where the victor commanded the sky, to one of air persistence, where the winner is the one who can afford to keep eyes in the sky 24/7. The magnificent, shining silver bird of prey, the $100 million fighter jet, still soars, but below it, the low, angry buzz of the disposable drone signals a shift in power. For the first time in a generation, air power has been democratized, and in the hands of the determined, the $5,000 Ghost is proving to be the most terrifying weapon of all.